phone is probably the most important thing after your family and your kids and your kidneys. Do you need a phone that big? And honestly, you don't. To go and raise hell at their door and tell them to fix it. Hey, welcome back to my channel if you're one of my regulars, and if you're new, hi, my name is Alessia. I usually put out videos about fashion, lifestyle, tips, advice, and occasionally also unboxings. So if you're into that, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, turn the post notification bell on, and also to like these videos and any other that you might watch from my channel. And yeah, also follow me on Instagram. You will conveniently find my handle on the screen, so you can go and type away and follow me there, or just by simply clicking in the link in the description box down below. You can find my Instagram page easier and you can follow me. So without further ado, I just want to get straight to the video of my Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 after 4 years. Just bled, and eventually I wasn't able to read anything, but I managed to transfer some of my most important things onto my tablet, which I'm now using right now to film. And if you guys haven't watched the unboxing of my tablet, I'll make sure to leave you guys a link in the description box down below so that you guys can go and watch that. I will do after today, a little bit further down the line, a review after some time of my Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 2019 version, which I have a video ready for, and also the phone I'll be showing you today, to let you guys know that budget phones are also, or budget devices are also good enough for you guys to use. But I have bigger and greater things to spend my money on, like my hair. Weaves don't usually come cheap. So this is the phone in question. You guys might not be able to see properly because of the label that's here. I've just recently bought this phone. I actually purchased it yesterday. This is a phone that retails around 260 euros. I bought it for 199. It's a phone that came out towards the end of last year. And so it's not the newest, but it's not old. So it's still quite a relevant phone in 2020, in my honest opinion. So we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy A30s. Now, let me just quickly tell you about the specs. It sports an Infinity V display. So as you guys may have noticed, just as the iPhone, just as many Android devices, Samsung has opted for this style as well. So the idea of an Infinity display is to basically to make the borders of your screen tinier, so that when you're watching a video or anything, there's that sense of infinity, like a never-ending screen kind of idea. This phone has also a triple camera, which is a 25 megapixel, an 8 megapixel, and a 5 megapixel of your main camera. And then a 16 megapixel front camera, which is pretty good. And also an on-screen fingerprint, which I just got my phone yesterday. I've set it up and I wasn't too keen on the on-screen fingerprint. I didn't find it responsive enough, so I just decided to take it off and stick to my pin. It's a phone of 6.4 inches screen. So bear in mind that by 6.4 inches or any kind of inch screen, you're calculating from any kind of extremity, from a diagonal point up top to a diagonal point at the bottom. So this has an octa-core processor, is 4G LTE, just as many Android devices. I know some Android devices have 5G now, but this is not the case here. It has a Super AMOLED screen, so very fluid, very glossy, nice colors. I had this also on my previous phone, so I was so into getting this phone. And then I managed to get the 4 GB of RAM and the 128 GB of memory version. I know they have a 464 version, but right now in Italy, they're literally doing discounts on this phone with the 128 version. So I was pleased because that's a lot of space. Of course, it's not like, as you get the phone, it's not going to be 128. Some of it is used up by apps, and some apps on the phone come pre-installed, and I'll let you know which one. It also has the capability of dual SIM. So as a lot of phones have the possibility of dual SIM, but you have to choose whether to have a second SIM or a micro SD card, this phone has 2 SIM card slots and also a micro SD slot, which is very good. and very useful and very kind of Samsung to do that. In the box, you don't get anything interesting. You obviously get your booklet with the uses, but honestly, there's so many videos on YouTube that can teach you how to use a phone that you don't even need booklets anymore. I obviously have my receipt in here because it's very important in Italy. You get 24 months of warranty, so that's 2 years, and I have to keep my receipt in case anything happens to go and raise hell at their door and tell them to fix it. So I took out my charger because obviously I'm using the phone already. It's just a charger with a micro USB type C cord. Samsung is trying to be like the next Apple, having their own little micro USB. The good thing about this is the exact same charger as my tablet, which means that when I go to university, I don't have to carry like loads of different chargers. But the difference between this one and my tablet charger is that it supports adaptive fast charging, which is very good because your phone is probably the most important thing after your family and your kids and your kidneys. So it's very good that we can have fast charging because you never want to run low on your battery. You're never going to know when you're going to be left stranded and when a creep is going to be around and when you're going to have to make certain phone calls. So that's very nice that you can charge your phone. And then you obviously have as well the little like hook key thing to put in your micro SD, your SIM cards and everything like that. And also you get earphones. Not gonna lie, they look pretty cheap. Samsung, really, you could have done a little bit better. I bought a clear case on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. The A50, the A30s and the A30 are all the same size. So whatever you type in on Amazon, as long as they have one of those three names, is gonna be good and decent for your phone. Obviously they're very different phones, they have slightly different specs, but size-wise and measurements and where everything is placed, they're the same. This cost me €6 and that's pretty good because it's a 360-degree full cover. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see on the phone, but there is a little round thing here which is to protect the little fingerprint point, but I'm not using the fingerprint access just yet. Then you have a front part to protect the front screen. And then you also have a back part to protect the back. I forgot to tell you guys, this phone comes in 3 different colorations. It comes in Prism Black, Prism White, which is the one I got, and Prism Green. I know that in other countries, they've swapped out the Prism Green for the Prism Purple. Countries such as Brazil and India. Yeah, and India. I don't know if there's any more countries, but the black and the white are there to stay because they're just the standard colors in it. So, talking to you guys about this phone. I've had this phone for less than 24 hours, so I cannot tell you guys a lot about them, hence why I will make a review further down the line. This phone is great because apart from the little power button, you can actually type on, double tap on your screen and it will turn on. The design is very sleek. The back of this phone is in glass, but they made this kind of holographic design that unfortunately you guys will not be able to see on this video, but it's very pretty, very bloody pretty, and it makes it kind of the effect of glass, but it's plastic. It's definitely a budget phone, but it's pretty cute. So let me just quickly put in my pin. I obviously changed the wallpaper. Samsung wallpapers are so out of character, like who even keeps them? I've kept it on my tablet, but definitely wasn't going to do that on my phone. I obviously have apps that are, you know, like relevant to me. But let me just let you guys know what you get on your phone. You obviously get all the Google apps such as Maps, Gmail, YouTube, and all that. My phone was able to transfer the apps from my tablet onto my phone, so that was nice because I didn't have to struggle. You obviously get some Samsung apps, so like Samsung Health, Galaxy Wearable if you have like a Samsung watch. You get Samsung Pay as well, if I'm not mistaken, yes. You get Play Store, obviously. You also have some Microsoft apps already inside, so like Office, OneDrive, LinkedIn, and Outlook. All stuff that I don't use, but they're gonna be there to stay. Spotify is already pre-installed, so like my tablet, These phones from Amazon are kind of, I think, in partnership with Spotify, because they come already pre-installed with Spotify, and they sport Dolby Atmos. So my tablet with earphones and without has the Dolby Atmos capability. This phone can only have the Dolby Atmos kind of like surround sound only if you have earphones. Netflix comes already pre-installed, and I can't take that off, but I don't even use Netflix. Samsung Global Goals, which I think is a way to encourage you to use certain things on your phone to then raise money to help like some world causes, which is really good, which means that you can help the world without actually having to spend your money. You have that option, but if you don't have money, you can literally do small things and help. And yeah, there's not much about this phone that I can tell you guys, but so far I am loving it. It doesn't look as cheap as the price tag is. I will let you guys know in a future review how I get on, whether it's still relevant or whether you guys should maybe upgrade.